Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the program. I'm Benny Ark. As we await the resumption of plenary at the National Assembly next week, we continue our in-depth series on the Electoral Act Amendment Bill. On today's episode, we take a closer look at the bill through a clause-by-clause debate, examining key provisions that have continued to generate concern, arguments, and diverse opinions among lawmakers, stakeholders, and general public. Our focus is on what these proposed amendments mean for Nigeria's democratic process and future elections.
51? 51 is not highlighted. 51 is not highlighted.
It has issues. The fact that it has issues.
Mark it. We'll come back to it. Let's finish the highlighted ones. We'll come back to it. 54? Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Honorable Kelechi Wogu. I'm from Rivers State. Mr. Chairman, I'm speaking on 54, the visually impaired and incapacitated voters. The principal act says, provide that no political party agent, candidate, or party official shall be permitted to accompany a voter into the voting compartment. My chairman, I'm saying that there should be a sanction, because when you go through this, no sanction was written for whoever that led the physically placed person, maybe the blind man or anybody that is not okay to cast his or her vote. No sanction was placed here, so it is necessary we place a sanction, maybe not more than 100,000 naira. In my own suggestion, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, look at what he's saying. He's saying that he's not averse to the provisions of 54(1).
Yes, 54(1).
But only to the fact that compliance will be difficult to, happen if there is no deterrence measure, which in the form of punishment.
Exactly.
So
Mr. Chairman,
he's saying, granted that is good, but not conceding that if it's left as it is, it will drive the essence of the intention of the parliamentarians who drafted this.
Yes.
That there should be an additional clause.
Yes.
That has to do with punishment.
Exactly, Mr. Chairman.
Something like a line that suggests if this happens, this is punishable by so amount of money. Am I speaking your mind?
Sure, Mr. Chairman.
So, is there any seconder to that amendment?
We are hereby second this amendment, so move that a candidate should not follow an impaired voter to the polling booth. I so second.
Those in support of this amendment say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay.
Nay.
The nays have it.
Mr. Chairman, hello, Mr. Chairman.
Please let us hear my palace. Still on this 54? 54. Still on 54?
Yeah, 54.
Okay.
54 too, sir. Mr. Chairman, this outline that said that no political party agent, candidate, or party official shall be permitted to accompany a voter into the voting company. 42. That's where we are. 42. Mr. Chairman, they have not.
I was distracted. Please, Honorable Fulata, note that you are 51 on that overvoting. We'll look at it later on.
54(1), Mr. Chairman, that no political party agent, candidate, or party official shall be permitted to accompany a voter into a voting company.
Is it highlighted? Is 54(1) highlighted?
54(1) highlighted. It's highlighted. 54(1).
Yeah, it's highlighted. You are right, my dear.
And, Mr. Chairman, what about a situation whereby a voter cannot read, cannot write, cannot identify, and he has the intention to vote party A? When he comes to the voting point, Mr. Chairman, my suggestion is he can ask the agent of that party A to identify him that particular party that he wants to vote. So in this case, I suggest that an agent, where necessary, could be allowed to enter into voting points to identify or to guide a voter who cannot read and write that wanted to vote for his party, to guide him and show him his party, Mr. Chairman.
The work of presiding officers is to guide them, isn't it?
No, it's not the work of presiding officer, Mr. Chairman. It's the work of the agents, Mr. Chairman. It's the work of the agents.
Chairman, it's not the work of agents.
Identify a party he wants to vote.
The functions of the political party agents at the polling unit is not to help the vulnerable. INEC has comfortably provided means in subsection 2 of how vulnerable people will be protected while they go to vote. I think it resolves the matter. Thank you.
All right. Section 2 has taken care of it. 54? 54? We are carrying it as it is.
Mr. Chairman,
We have carried
Yes,
it. So
Mr.
wait
Chairman.
for the next one.
Mr. Chairman, this is a law that should be futuristic.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, but we just need to reflect
You want
on the
us
provision.
to rescind and you want to make amendments?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the provision the committee made is superfluous. It has no space in this. Subsection 1 of 54.1 and 54.2 sufficiently address the provisions that this committee made. Remember, the 54.1 said the vulnerable and the incapacitated choose a person. If I decided to choose a person at the polling unit, you should not restrict my right of choosing a person. If I have a political party member whom I know will vote for me and is vulnerable, and he has chosen me as a polling agent whom the party nominated to look after the interests of that party, and I have a member of my party who's going to vote for me but is vulnerable and he has chosen me as a polling agent and as a party agent at that polling unit, why should the law restrict me in assisting my party member from voting me?
No, there is a level to every
Chairman.
assistance.
No, Mr. Chairman.
There's a level to every assistance.
Mr. Chairman,
There is a place you assist as a party, and then the commission takes over.
Mr. Chairman, that's why in section 2, the law said the commission shall take reasonable steps. So in its regulation, it can exit the polling agents. We should be flexible in this law. If we restrict it, it will be very constrictive, it will be very, very determined, and it will work against we.
How?
Okay, let's leave it
I
like
want to
that.
understand this conversation.
Yes, that's what the law says.
Honorable Faleke, you've not said anything. Please say something.
Allow the woman
The floor is yours.
Mr. Chairman, I think we should stick to the original act. If I'm assuming that we have a blind man in my polling unit, he is entitled to come even with his son or daughter from home to follow him into the polling unit and allow him to vote. INEC is not supposed to go and guide him inside the polling unit, inside the polling booth. No.
You know, if you look at 54.1, even if you accompany your mother to come and vote, or the vulnerable to come and vote, it has to be cleared by the presiding officer. If you look at that 54.1. Now, no, 54.1, can you read it? Let's start, I'm coming.
A voter with visual impairment or other form of disability who is otherwise unable to distinguish symbol or who suffers from any physical disability may be accompanied to the polling unit by a person chosen by him or her. Okay? And that person shall, after informing the presiding officer of the disability, be permitted to accompany the voter into the voting. That's okay.
It's been taken care of. What you are worried about have been taken care of by this particular sub 1. He said, accompany them but inform the presiding officer. That's what he's saying. Where somebody is not accompanied and the person is vulnerable, the commission in two will take reasonable steps to make sure you are accorded such assistance. Clause 10.
Chairman, order. Order, sir. Chairman.
Clause 10(1). Clause 10 carried.
Yes, sir. Clause 10.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Chairman.
Clause 10, let's have your opinion.
Clause 10.
Mr. Chairman, clause 10(1), where the committee is removing with prejudice, is universally the drafting method.
Which line are you looking at?
That is 10(1).
10(1).
Yes, I think the original drafting, the original provisions of the Act is the best form of drafting rather than putting subject to. Without prejudice is the safest drafting choice. Without prejudice and subject to, I think without prejudice is better in drafting. Shama is better in drafting without prejudice.
But you know, simple English is not employed in legislative drafting. Subject is in order. Simple English is not adopted in legislative drafting. Subject to. Clause 10, Karen. It may not sound like your everyday language, but it is in line with legislative language that summarizes long line of sentences into one word that captures the essence of the purposive interpretation that legislators ought to give to a particular issue. So you might see certain words that may not really be as long as you think. That is legislative language. Please, let's understand that.
Sir.
Yes.
Clause 10.
Observation.
I hope it's on clause 10 because we're on clause 10.
Clause 10.
Is it on clause 10?
Clause 10.
Clause 10.
Clause 10.
Is it on clause 10? Okay, we're on clause 10.
Clause 10.
Clause 10 carried.
Clause 10. Clause 10, sir.
Can we
Clause
go to
10.
clause
Chairman, clause 10.
Clause 10.
Clause 12.
Point of order, Chairman.
Chairman.
Clause 12.
No, it's not the same. Chairman.
Clause 12 carried.
Clause 12, Chairman.
Chairman.
No, it's
Clause
Chairman,
18.
observation.
Clause 12, Clause 12.
Clause
Chairman.
18.
Clause 12, Chairman.
Chairman. Point of order.
Clause 18.
Chairman.
Clause 18 carried.
Point of order, sir. Point of order, sir. Point of order, sir.
Let me hear you. Be raising your hand. There must be something you want to say.
You raised a point that if we have any other observation within these clauses that have not been outlined, we should also outline so that it can be amended. So I have an observation in clause 6(3) where it says,
Honorable.
apart from the one outlined.
Honorable, excuse me. That was when we are doing repeal and amendment. Now we agree we are doing only amendment, and we are subjecting ourselves to proposals brought before us as a recommendation by the committee. We agreed also under the Gavel that we stick to those recommendations. If after that there are observations that you want us to look into, we will so oblige you because you're a member of this parliament.
We have another observation.
We are not done. Okay, Hart, you'll be raising your hand.
Yes,
Hart.
clause 12.
Let me hear you.
Thank you, Chairman. I'm sticking to the clauses. Hart Cyril Godwin. Chairman, I have a concern for clause 12(3). I'm of the view that hence we are trying to encourage people to register. So we cannot be encouraging them on one hand and also threatening them with imprisonment on the other hand. So double registration for me is an overreach to be imprisoned. So let us delete imprisonment. They can pay a fine, not to imprison someone for double registration.
Welcome back. In the second half of the program, we'll continue with a clause-by-clause debate on the Electoral Act Amendment Bill. Here we break down the most controversial sections, highlight the positions for and against them, and explain the implications of these proposed changes as the National Assembly prepares to return to legislative business.
There must be a punitive measure that have been highlighted in sub 3, so that if you commit the offense that is found in sub 2, sub 3 will be activated as a deterrent for double registration.
There are multiple registrations.
All right. So 12-3 carried.
Observation, sir. Observation, sir.
18. We're on 18. 18 carried. 19 carried. 19 carried.
Chairman, sir, 19. 19. Chairman, sir.
Gavel has gone down. Go to 20, 21, 22, 22. 22 carried. 23 carried. 23, right? Honorable Sada.
Mr. Chairman, sir. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, the proposal of the committee by removing the word any and substituting it with an article A, I think it is not in consonance with having to understand the inclusivity, and it is generally better when you put any than A. It captures all persons when you put any.
Can you read what you are referring to? Read it.
What he said, a person who, while the original provision is saying any person. It is better we put any person than we put a person, because when you put any person, it captures every other conditions. When you put a, that is a restriction and that is a limitation, or that is subject to interpretation, or some good lawyers, fine lawyers will abuse the use of that a.
Our guest on Constituency Focus this week is Honorable Kolawole Akinlayo, representing the Mobile Elijah Major Ido-Si Federal Constituency of Ekiti State. He joins us to discuss issues affecting his constituency, his legislative priorities, and his perspective on the Electoral Act Amendment Bill and other matters before the House of Representatives. Take a look.
I've done my bit, but I will still do more for them because they be giving their support. So I can't also forsake them, because it's time for me to also give back to them. And we'll do more. We'll do more than what we are doing now, by God's grace. And we have planned to do another empowerment by May ending or early June. And we've done, and what we've said is people that have benefited from this empowerment now, they should allow others to also benefit, so that at least we can get across to other people that have not benefited from the one we've done now. What we've done now is to give grinding machine, give sewing machine, give fridge, freezers, give dryers, generators, give bicycle to people, and they do medical outreach for people, giving them glasses, people that has glaucoma do small minor surgery, and people that has cataract do minor surgery, and giving them glasses, and also giving them drugs for people that has malaria, typhoid. We treat them, and we also cater for them, and we give them and we advise them to also be mindful of their health. We should go to hospital to do regular check, especially people that has BP, because we notice that a lot of people has BP and they don't even know. So we prescribe, we give them BP machine to check their blood pressure daily, or sometimes once in a week. I lost my dad when I was primary 4, so I only have mom. So it was my mom that looked after me throughout. So I look at some students like that will fall in that my category too now, that maybe they don't have dad, don't have mom, and they struggle to go to school. So I just feel, okay, it's high time to give back to such category that we've experienced before too. For the God grace now, we are where we are. So if we have gone through that stages, we should be able to also give back to that category of people. So on Sunday, we organized like over 1,000 students from Maya School of Learning. I will give them bursary, all students, and we promise again to do another empowerment by May ending or early June. Lawmakers are basically to make laws. The only thing you can do is to lobby for projects for your constituency. You go to ministries, agencies, and tell them, please, if the job is for Southwest, please bring this job to my state. You tell them, you lobby them, you tell them, please bring this job to my state. That's basically the work of lawmakers. It's for us to make laws for the benefit of our people. We are not supposed to execute projects because we don't have any project to execute. But what we can do is to go to ministry agencies to lobby them and tell to them to please execute this project in my area. Like I'm from Ekiti State, and our watchword is education. So what we do is go to school. You must go to school, regardless of your background. It's a must. Nobody forced anybody to go to school in my state. I interact with my people. I ask them their needs. So that their needs is what prepared me to work hard here and make sure I provide whatever they demanded they need. Like right now, I look at my federal constituency. We do not have a single federal institution in my federal constituency. And I think it's that my predecessor actually made effort to bring that to the constituency, but he was unable to do it. He could not finish it. So I took it up. So when I know that it's slowing down, so I took up another establishment bill, which has gone through the third reading and has been sent to Senate for concurrence. So I'm working on both bills to make sure if those schools can be cited in my federal constituency, the people will be the greater beneficiaries. So it will benefit us because our motto for it is education.
That wraps it up on this week's edition of the program. We'd love to hear from you. Please send your feedback, comments, and suggestions to thegavel@channelstv.com. Until next week, when another edition comes your way, I'm Benny Ark. Stay safe and be well.